let's talk a little bit about security also. Um, Sometimes you want to make a document so secure that people can't even open it. That's called encrypting it. Um, First, let's talk though about what you want to do to protect a document from being edited by people who shouldn't touch certain areas of a document. So here's a document that's an expense report, and you're certainly going to want people to be able to fill out certain portions of this document in different places. But you definitely would not want them to mess with cells that contain formulas. For instance, here and here. These formulas are in cells that we don't want them to be able to touch or edit. So what you can do then is you can use the protect sheet icon or choice, and what happens then is it locks down the sheet. Now by default, when you protect a sheet, all the cells are locked, and that sounds really strange, but all the cells are locked. They just don't act that way until you protect the sheet. Let me prove to you what I'm saying. I'm just going to click in cell D1 here, and I'll go home and cell, whoops, sorry, format cells is what I'm interested in. Where is my format cells icon, for heaven's sake? Here we go. And let's look at the fact that this lock cells looks selected. Also, if I click on format cells and go to this dialog box that should be popping up, okay, here it is. And go to the protection tab. Notice that there's a check mark to say this is a locked cell. Well, it's definitely not acting that way, and that's because I haven't protected the document. If I click protect sheet and say OK, now if I click in cell D1 and try to type something, look what happens. It says that the cell is protected, read only. Okay, so I'm going to unprotect it, and now when you want people to be able to edit or get at places in a document, you can actually unlock those cells. So I'm going to click on the different cells. I've got my control key held down, and I'm just selecting the different cells that I want somebody to be able to edit. So let's see, I guess I actually need to do all of these, and I'll do this one, this one, this one, this one. Those should be merged probably. I didn't create this document. This was a template. Okay, so I think those are all the cells that I really hope people will be able to fill in. Everything else I don't want them to. I don't want them to mess with these totals down here or these formulas here or anything here. So I'm going to unlock these cells. I'll go home, format, cells, go to the protection tab and unlock it. Yes, you can actually do it from format cells here, but it's sometimes hard to see if you've got it or not. And when that check is there, you can see that they're locked, and when it's gone, you can see they're not locked. Okay, so now I'm going to undo. I'm going to lock the sheet. I'm not using a password. Um, Usually, even if you don't use a password, it's plenty enough protection. So right now, could I type something in here? Let's see, 3, 15, 14. Yes. Um, can I type something in here? Yes. Yes. Okay, and so I can put in all my figures here. Notice that these are working nicely. If I try to get into that $10 and modify it, no, I'm just not able to. Okay, so that's one great form of protection. It allows you to free cells to be edited if you want to, and I want you to remember all cells are by default locked. They just don't act that way until you protect the sheet.